Hey YouTube, Royce here, coming back to you with another deck video featuring both a guide portion at the beginning as well as some gameplay and then hopefully some analysis interspersed with that gameplay. And today we'll be playing a Ziggs Taliyah deck courtesy of Whamu. Now I've played some landmark decks before. I've played some Zilean Xerath, especially before Xerath got buffed recently, so not in its stronger form. So I have a decent understanding of the way that decks like this, these sorts of Shurima decks, work, the speed that they like to play at, going for that that Arsenal win condition. But this one is a little bit different than what I'm used to, whereas Zilean Xerath is more of a control-y deck that really relies on the Arsenal. This deck has a few different win conditions. So yes, it can go for the Arsenal to try to close out the game, and we are playing 2 copies. However, it also gets a lot of benefit from both of its champions in an aggro manner. That includes Ziggs and Taliyah. So when Ziggs levels, he starts burning the opponent out, both when he attacks and also when landmarks are destroyed. And this deck does play quite a bit of landmark destruction, more than usual. We are main decking 3 Desert Naturalist, as well as 2 Unleashed Energy, so that will help you destroy those landmarks. And then Taliyah will be pushing some burn damage as well in her leveled form. Plus, if you can manage to put Overwhelm on either Ziggs or Taliyah, or both somehow, then you will be in very good shape. Because all of a sudden, if Taliyah manages to kill her blocker with her skill, she won't just get ghost blocked anymore. She'll push in for an additional 4 damage, plus whatever other damage she might have from Herald of the Magus or Absolver. And yeah, Herald of the Magus and the Absolver are 2 other ways of enabling those champions and pushing them to even higher power levels. Herald of the Magus is a pretty low tempo 5-drop, only a 4/4. When I'm summoned, if you've destroyed 4+ allied landmarks this game, grant your champions everywhere +2/+2 and Overwhelm. Now that's pretty easy to do, but we are just running this as a one-of because beyond that, it's the additional effect isn't as important, and it's, like I said, pretty low tempo for a 5-drop. And then the Absolver, I think, should be a pretty familiar win condition to a lot of players, especially considering this is featured in currently the most popular deck out right now, or at least one of them. I'm not sure how it turned out this week in the Shurima version of Ari Kennen. The Absolver is 2 mana, +2/+1, and as long as you leveled a champion, you also get another 2 mana card, +2/+1, and Overwhelm. So imagine you put both of these on Taliyah. All of a sudden, she is an 8-power Overwhelm unit that deals 2 damage 3 times to the blocker or to the face, and then swings in for 8 Overwhelm. So pretty powerful. It's not uncommon in this deck, I believe, to deal 20 damage in just 1 round from a big Ziggs and Taliyah play, especially if you've played out Herald of the Magus. Now, something else to know about this deck is there are a few different ways to play it. This version of the deck does feature a few copies of the Arsenal and Herald of the Magus, and it also features Rite of the Arcane. I was going through runeterra.ar earlier today, and I saw another list that actually forgoes all 3 of those cards, and instead it plays slightly different ratios of some other cards, and it plays 3 Wastewalker. So I believe that version of the deck is trying to go for a more aggro to mid-range game plan. It still has some Overwhelm enablers for Ziggs and Taliyah with 2 Absolver, but I think it just forgoes the Arsenal, saying we want to curve this deck a little bit lower so that we don't take as long to set up, and we shift our matchup tables a little bit. So that's another way to take this deck. I think that version of the deck is more prone to running out of steam, so there are definitely pros and cons to it, but you could consider that, and I'll try to link a deck list in the description. Okay, that'll do it for today. For the rest of the deck description, you'll have to make do with the games themselves. I hope you enjoy them. And if you like this video, please give it a like, and a subscription on the channel would also be a big help. If you want to see me play live, go to twitch.tv/RoyceGaming on any weekday, and I'm bound to be there. Alright, that's going to be it for me, and I hope you have a great day. Later. It's the mirror, okay. Ziggs on evens. Not the greatest. Right is pretty good against their Ziggs. What else would it be good against? Grumpy Rock Bear. The sarcophagus thing. Maybe I keep right. Okay, so this deck doesn't always play Arsenal now, so that could be an advantage for us. So we have the option of using Pokestick immediately to try to draw Inventive Chemist. We also could just draw a card like this. Is there anything that we want to give vulnerable right now? Not really. I'm not sure how highly we want to be valuing these landmarks. It's just Pokestick. I guess Rockhopper would be a better target, right? We got the Inventive Chemist, though, so that part was good. But generally, maybe it was better to pass and wait for Rockhopper. Maybe we wanted to pass there so we would have a better blocker. I don't really want to block that anyway. Okay, let's Unraveled Earth here. This Magus is going to be leveled very soon. We're going to be at 3 destroyed landmarks soon. So what I'm considering here, am I doing scrims today? Maybe. Do you want to scrim? Also, hey patrons. Yeah, we can. Okay. Maybe I'll scrim in like an hour or two. If you're still up for it at that point.
And I thought there was something good to see.
Yeah, because I've got to get some games in with this deck, and then maybe in the middle of the stream we can do some scrims before I go into Bandletree. Okay, they don't really want to give this a good target, so they might just pass here. I would pass back.
Would you look at this place? Oh, I'm going to get him.
I don't want to enable this if I don't have to.
Oh dear.
Patrons, how are you doing today? Last I saw, you were. So I was actually watching Gaday's channel when you said that you didn't want to scrim anymore, and he and Ikato were laughing about that. Unraveled Earth first. Oh no, this is going to be our final landmark, right? Just Rockhopper for a blocker. They don't really have a good way to challenge this. They're going to have a leveled Ziggs here as well. This is interesting. I don't know about this one. I guess it's vulnerable anyway. So I do this. They Rite of the Arcane my Herald of the Magus. But they're going to be able to anyway, because this is already dying. So now that one is breaking open, I'm fine with the other one breaking open.
My board! Can't steer.
Oh, it actually hasn't happened yet. It's kind of awkward. So if we pass, do they just pass back? We can open attack, right? We don't need to swing with Herald of the Magus. Let's do this. They'll be like, oh, you didn't. Now I'm going to play something that's going to get vulnerable, and they're going to be like, oh, you didn't get value off of swinging with a Rock Bear, and I'm like, I know, I wanted to play Herald. Oh. Let's do this. Now they burn more mana than me. Okay. So now Ziggs is going to be pushing 6 Overwhelm damage and surviving the attack with 2 health. Let's see, what would I pair with Ziggs? I could Ziggs plus Unleashed Energy. So I could crank Ziggs up to 10 damage Overwhelm. And I'm gonna put them down to 3, I think. 9 plus 2. How good is that? I think it might be Ziggs here. Because if I want to Arsenal next round, then Herald of the Magus doesn't help me much. We'll see if they Explosive Minefield. Thankfully, they've got to do it at slow speed, so they can't, like, take me by surprise after using Unleashed Energy. Oh wait. Oh, I haven't played Herald of the Magus. I'm an idiot. And I've never mind. That was completely played wrong. I thought a few things were different. I thought I had an attack token, and I thought I had played Herald even though I saw it in my hand. Never mind. Alright, we'll do this now. We get another stun if they Taliyah here. Don't do what I just did, folks. Okay, now we can play Herald. Hello, sexy? Are you looking in a mirror? Hi, Artemis. Cap of pride, indeed. Do we need to stun here? What does it do? Let's see. So we can imagine that they're probably going to try to stun our Arsenal, right? Let's see, if we do this now, then we get them down to 10, and then this is going to put them down to 8, plus, and then deal 5 more. I guess I'll do this here.
Come on.
On the other hand, this is kind of weak to Taliyah. This might have been a bait. I kind of wasn't thinking about them still having 6 mana up.
You want a big boom? Here, call this guy.
An extra big bomb.
Okay, I've got Scout and Quick Attack. Pretty good.
You want a big boom? Here, call this guy. Boom, baby!
Nice. What do you do about that? Unstable energy actually can stun this. That'd be pretty good. Isn't that what it's called? Unleashed energy. Oh, that's why they do it. Okay. Let's push some damage here. Hopefully that doesn't get lifesteal. Because it's not killing me yet. Alright, we now have burst lethal, I think. Unless they can heal. Alright, GG. So definitely a few misplays there. We decided to play the Ziggs instead of the Herald of the Magus, thinking that it could deal overwhelm damage, and it couldn't. Yeah. We weren't thinking about that they still had 6 mana left. It ended up working, but they were bluffing a Taliyah. And we didn't even recognize it, so I mean, I guess it worked. But we should have recognized it. Artemis, do you like chai tea? I don't like coffee that much, but I love chai. Not at all. You hate it? Interesting. Is it too sweet? Taric Pantheon. I think we do okay against this deck. I'm sure we keep Inventive Chemist and Endless Devout. Red of the Arcane is good with Endless Devout. And then I guess we're going to want more resources, right? 1, 2, 3. Later. I'm good with it. Actually, the Indian chai tea is not that bad, but it makes my throat itchy. I always get... Yeah, I love chai iced tea. I just get like the basic, like, Tazo tea stuff. I'm sure it's not that good quality. So we're unlikely to be able to get a White Flame kill with this Rite of the Arcane. So I'm not going to really like try to hold up mana to make that happen. It's looking like a Taliyah... Taliyah is going to double the Endless Devout. Do we pass here, or do we play our unit? We could give something vulnerable. I want to play this unit so I can double it with Taliyah soon. Nice. Yeah, I don't think they would have just passed if they had a White Flame. They would have played the White Flame, right? What about here? Here, do we develop? Give something vulnerable? They didn't have a White Flame there, so what are they likely to have? Like Taric? We could put some damage on Taric. Now I wonder if we push in for 6 here.
I'm ready to
Let's do it like this. Let's bust open this landmark. We can double it with Taliyah, and then Taliyah's leveled. Unfortunately, we don't have Taliyah plus Rite of the Arcane. Okay, so they do that for low value. Good to see. Yeah, I wish I had Rite of the Arcane here. Do I Preservarium? If I Preservarium, I could double that instead. That's an option. But I could use these. I could just Taliyah next round and then use double, like, Rite of the Arcane offensively. Try to push in for some big damage. DPS. What are they likely to do here? Yeah, Zenith Blade into White Flame. That'd be okay. So if we're going to see Zenith Blade White Flame, does that change our play? We've got the Absolver for Taliyah, so that part's pretty good. Sorry for touching the microphone there. Any headphones users? Which should be everyone. Voice line, get out of there. Voice line, hello. Okay, so they're just giving Mountain Goat Overwhelm. It has tough. Got it. Wait, how come we can see two of them? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, well we'll try to kill a Mountain Goat. Now next round we can single Rite of the Arcane, but we can't double it very well. We're pretty likely to have the kill on Taric though. Let's see. He only can't die while he's supporting. Alright, got it. So we'll do this right now. Let's see if they invest in this goat to save it. We also have a play where we could play Ziggs into like Preservarium, deal 2 next round, deal 2 round after that. Okay. So does this change my play? Maybe now I Rite of the Arcane here, get out another 5/3. Going wide against Pantheon actually seems pretty good. Ooh, do I Herald of the Magus? That looks pretty solid. Magus, okay. This is very likely to go down. Rally here isn't enough because they need to put it on here and the barrier won't do anything. I've got some Ziggs over the top burn damage if I need it. This is looking pretty good.
I wouldn't want to be in your shoes either.
Okay, that's fine. So now I'm going to push through 4 damage with this Taliyah. Taliyah goes down, but that's okay. Actually, she doesn't. That's only 7 power.
Turn the stones.
They block here, and they are still dead. I have 1 over. They could use Chain Vest to give something tough. Sharp Sight would keep them alive if they Sharp Sight the Taric. That would keep them alive at 1. They could also Guiding Touch, I think either on the Taric or on their face. I don't know what the Taric's max health is. Maybe it would be better to do it on the face. But yeah, I've still got this Unraveled Earth into Ziggs, so after their first action, they won't be able to play any units. Ooh, that'll do it. How did they come back from this? Oh, never mind. I don't have board space for that. So I can kill something with right.
Today we say enough.
That's fine. You went on the open attack.
Peace is a trail painted with blood, and we have bled.
Just get down and overwhelm. Invalidate the blockers. Well, that's not the right way to think about it, because we're wide anyway.
Loads, of course. Go ahead, light the fuse.
They just block the non-overwhelm units. Alright, GG. That seemed rough for them, not having White Flame all game. Having to invest a lot into the Taric. Now, of course, like, rallying on Taric is what you want to see, but I didn't allow them to do that since the Taric was vulnerable and Taliyah's ability would have sniped off the barrier. No. Actually not. Do you think I should? I'd give it a try. Did you take a look? Viktor Vi. Alright. So this is the deck that plays the 2 mana +2 elusive. Give something elusive for that round. They're going to be generating a lot of cards. They're going to be playing ballistic bots. Endless Devout seems good. Paired with Desert Naturalist, I like that. I could even Taliyah first. Pokey Stick I think isn't hitting a lot, except maybe Zonai Urchins. When he was in my chat, he was like, some streamer went 20-0 with my deck in Challenger. You should try it. In Challenger? It's Challenger. Turns out he meant Masters, it's not a joke, and he is in gold, and he can't remember the name of this 20-0 record streamer. I think it was some guy named Infinipatrones. You haven't heard of him? He's got a mustache.
Mama's home.
A 1/2. I thought this was a 1/1.
On it and on 'em.
I'm thinking of Young Witch. Okay. Look at all of his card generation. That's OP. Alright. Well, this Desert Naturalist isn't doing anything for a little while. So, changing gears here.
Safety disengaged.
They play that. Do I open attack, offer the trade with the ballistic bot? They probably wouldn't take it. They would probably just block with the Hungry Owlcat. But does that mean that I further develop and play the Ziggs? I could offer a trade with Ziggs.
Fire till nothing moves.
I don't know about that one.
System upgrade.
So I have a play where I could get a double Ziggs out. I Ziggs here. And... Alright. What does this do? This obliterates, right? So I don't get a sarcophagus. If he hasn't been to your chat, it'd be the only place he hasn't been. I'm sure he'll be here sometime. Maybe we poke... Okay, so if our plan is Ziggs... Let's play the Ziggs.
Did somebody say explosives?
Sump Fumes. Death Ray. Okay, that's not so bad. So that still creates a... What's that, 2 mana, 2 damage? Well, let me see, right? Yep. I could pokey stick my own Endless Devout. Pokey stick plus Rite of the Arcane. Ah, get out of here. Or pokey stick Taliyah. Let's see an attack first. Probably just Bandle Commando.
Serving lead.
Yep. Okay, so let's do this now. Save an action. In case we need it. Okay, we have double right, so that part's good.
Keep your eyes on the horizon and your feet on the ground.
I'm not quite to a leveled Ziggs, though. But I want to stop these ignitions. Viktor's going to come down soon. Viktor's going to come down as a 3/5, so Rite of the Arcane won't work. Vi is also effectively 5 health when you count the tough. I could alternatively Desert Naturalist, but that's all I could do in that case. Desert Naturalist would give me a 5/3 and a 5/4. I think I'd rather kill these things. At least one of them. Let's see what happens after this. If I can take care of their fearsome blockers, then these are going to do a lot of work. Alternatively, I could use Hexplosive Minefield here. I think this is just such a power play. I wonder what they play here to block one of these. Vi wouldn't work unless... Well, she can't be pre-leveled. Let's see. We'll swing with these for sure. Do we offer the kill on these? I'll be lurking, but I'm excited for Bandletree Gaming. Thanks, Tricky. We'll see how I do. I'll keep these back. I've got the Absolver. I think these are my win condition. They have a pretty good get excited. They discard an ignition. But then they are not accomplishing their own game plan. Also, don't forget their fearsome. Yep. They may be fearsome, but I ain't afraid. So I can insta-level Taliyah with Unraveled Earth, plus potentially level Ziggs. That's pretty scary for opponent. That still leaves me with 4 mana as well, so I could, as soon as I got an action, excuse me, I could Unraveled Earth and Desert Naturalist. I do have board space for that. Now I have the option to Inventive Chemist instead.
On the scene.
Okay, what if we Minefield? Ooh, no. Let's start with this, right?
Now we just have to wait.
Because I don't want a Desert Naturalist until next round, so I can re-stun this by.
Let's cook 'em.
They have that 2 damage spell, right? I don't really care about this damage. What's that card called? Unstable Energy? Unleashed Energy? That would be pretty nice. I don't think they should play their Owlcat. Love to see a Ziggs deck. What's up, Real Monster, No Monster? Happy to see you here. Thanks for joining the chat. How are you doing today? Good, thanks. How about you? I'm doing pretty well. I was really tired this morning, but I'm pushing through it. I'm playing some landmark decks. Starting out with Ziggs Taliyah, and then moving into Bandletree afterward. So I'm already showing, what's that? Okay. I'm already showing, let's see, this can get up to 8. And it's going to deal 4 to face plus 8. So that gets them down to 3. This gets them down to 1. So I think I'm still starting with this Desert Naturalist. Ooh, that's nice.
And I thought there was something good to see.
Now we can Absolver and Unleashed Energy if they don't play a unit. If they do play a unit, we can still Unleashed Energy, I guess? Mini-Morph. Okay, so it's a Ziggs game. Got it.
I'll drag you out of there if I have to. Righto!
Now if they ever play a... Wait, oh, I have a landmark. I'm silly. Fun fact, mini-morphing a level 2 Taliyah during her attack won't fizzle her 3 rocks. That is fun. Is it the same with Vengeance? You missed minimum 2 damage there. You were wider than him. What do you have to do today at work, Artemis? Scouts. Alright. You want answers for, I think, Endless Devout's pretty much always a keep. And Rock Hopper and Inventive Chemist. Alright, well, we have an excellent curve. We also have Taliyah into Sarcophagi. Sarcophagus is, I don't know if that's an I word. What else are we looking for? disgusting spreadsheet stuff. That sucks, I'm sorry. Pokestick is kind of mediocre in this matchup because of Ranger's Resolve, like it's still okay. We are a little short on landmarks. We're not short on landmarks. We've got 3. I'm gonna full keep. Just took it on temporarily while we fill the role. Gotcha. By the way, Rogue, if you are ever awake late, definitely check out Artemis. Artemis, Rogue is like one of my best friends IRL, and Rogue, I think you'd really enjoy his content. He's a really cool guy. What are we expecting here? A Mirai Warden? Or a Bright Steel Protector? Okay, content, whatever. We can't save this for Misfortune, because they'll get first action, they'll just snap down the Misfortune. So I think it's okay to play here. I don't know. Bull Shark. Interesting. I'm okay with this. We'll see if they Ranger's Resolve. It'd be pretty bad. But Rogue, I believe that you actually introduced me to Stardew Valley, and that's been Artemis's main game lately. Got a nice blocker for this Misfortune. I can't wait to finish the base game. I saw that you had a Slime Hutch recently. I think you're kind of past the point that I've gotten at this point. Ooh, indeed, yeah. So I swing in, I put them to 10. Alternatively, I could Ziggs and Minefield. What do they play for 4? Island Navigator? That's kind of annoying. Island Navigator has a good block against this 3-1. I think I open attack.
Gonna catch the sky.
My kind of party.
Really? I think they're going to Sharp Sight or Ranger's Resolve. Do I Unleashed Energy that? This Misfortune has not gotten any attacks yet. They do have a fancy board. I think I'm going to pass. I want to go with my game plan and Preservarium into Taliyah. Still looking pretty healthy, so I think it's safe to do that.
I ought to show you the sights of Bilgewater. The sights are fine. The smells, on the other hand.
Okay, Magus is about to activate. I think we'll be able to keep our Taliyah alive here.
Scouting ahead.
Never mind. They want to kill the Taliyah. Got it.
I wouldn't want to be in your shoes either.
Oh, so as soon as this dies, the Taliyah flips. That's cool. They still have the kill on the flip Taliyah, though. But that means Absolver is a good win con. I think I might save this for either the second Quinn attack if they just go with Quinn and Fleet Feather Tracker. Like, I'm saving this so they can't swing with Misfortune.
Love ya. Still heart, steady aim.
Okay. Unfortunately, we have a decent way to level this. We have Explosive Minefield plus Taliyah, I guess. We don't have a good kill on this Misfortune, do we? We could also Minefield, Ziggs, and Leashed Energy. That doesn't do a lot, because things don't have Overwhelm. I kind of want to use this to... like, I can use it offensively and defensively. Okay. If I'm using this offensively and defensively, this is going to stun the Quinn, right? Alright, so let's plan to use this. What else do we want to do this round? We can Chemist and Desert Naturalist, perhaps? Yeah, those fancy boards are pricey. They're like $10 or $15. Okay.
Valor, to me.
So they might have a pretty good rally here. What do I do against rally? I want to pokey stick that, right? So I can do this, and I'm still leaving myself... I'm still leaving pokey stick. Now, if they have rally and Ranger's Resolve, I'm in trouble. $15, yeah, they're pricey. And it might not be quite that much. It might be like 12, but it's kind of high. They might actually rally with the Misfortune. This is expensive as Outer Wilds. I mean, you get all the cards for free. They gotta make money somewhere, guys. That's true. Okay, it's looking like a rally to me. So now they can't... oh, they can still rally and Ranger's Resolve, unfortunately. Do I have plans to ever play Outer Wilds? Probably. What I was thinking about doing, actually, was playing variety games on the weekends with my girlfriend. Okay, there's the Ranger's Resolve. Now they can still rally. And they can get the Misfortune level.
I thought there was something good to see.
So this is going to stun the Misfortune, so she can't block with Barrier. This is a good block, or this. Depending on how much damage we get through here, we could Ziggs plus Unleashed Energy next round.
Shield up.
They really don't want to block with this, I guess. Because this is their Misfortune enabler. And they're going to use that to try to pick apart my board. The community for it on Twitch is amazing. Cool. Oh, nice. No rally? That was a good bluff for the opponent then. Okay. It's my best way to win here. I don't do anything yet. Taliyah doesn't do anything right here. If I'm trying to get... okay, it's kind of awkward here. Because I want to... pair Ziggs with landmarks. I don't think I can.
Watch out for the rock tubes, you maniac.
Is Master Duel a variety game? My girlfriend doesn't really like card games,
Sound of mercy.
fortunately. Okay. Sometimes I wonder if I even really like card games. True, true.
Justice takes flight.
You don't see Quinn level up very much. It's pretty cool.
Stay on the target.
Oh no, the bug again. Alright.
Want to see what it does?
Got it. Hopefully no rally here. There's this bug sometimes where the game screen gets shifted by by like 20 pixels or something, and then just everything, your hand is harder to see. It always bugs me. Ha, bugs me. Alright. We can create a blocker with Unleashed Energy. But it's going to get challenged by Quinn anyway. So if we just lose to another rally, I think we should probably take the winning play here. I think the winning play is probably Herald of the Magus. Magus.
Hello, new best friend.
Alright, do you have it? Not yet. Okay, so how do we instantly win? Taliyah, I guess. Doubling our... damage? Question mark? Yeah, they didn't have rally before, so there's no reason to expect they have it here.
Everybody, the horizon calls.
Yo, I love Kaiser Coliseum. I was teching that card before,
Catch me.
not to be too hipster or anything, but I was teching that card I think before people knew about it.
I'll defend these forests to the end. We will defend them to the end.
GG.
Throw another rock.
Raid Shadow Legends? Thanks, Tricky. When's the Raid Shadow Legends stream, Artemis?
Grace.
Another Sharp Sight? Another Sharp Sight would keep him in it. Okay. Ranger's Resolve, that's hot. Yeah, I think Ranger's Resolve is getting played as a 2-of right now in Scouts, maybe 3. I'm not that good yet, so I'm probably not gonna be a major match for you. But I'm happy to try. That's how you learn, right? Okay, I think I'm... Oh, Bandletree has a good matchup into this deck. I don't know how this one does. Do I keep Preservarium for the Taliyah? I could Preservarium on 4, Taliyah on 5. Yeah, I think it's fine. Especially in this deck when I want landmarks to... Like, I want to chain my landmarks anyway. I'm getting more value than just, like, 2 mana draw 1. Hopefully no Otterpuss here.
Is that a challenge?
They don't always play Otterpuss. Okay, nice. Plus we have the Catalyzer blocker. What do they want to play on 3? I don't think they play anything on 3 that punishes this Rockhopper too hard. Actually, I'm gonna open attack,
I'm wearing my goggles.
and then I'll play Rockhopper after they hopefully develop a unit, so they can't develop their Veigar.
Only I can command darkness. Only I.
Okay, I've got the Endless Devout plus Desert Naturalist combo.
Move. My mind.
Do we pass? No, we need to take this initiative. And their play doesn't affect our play.
Let us take a peek at life beneath the
Hey, what's up, Cardahan? Tell me if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I don't have a deck command yet, but I will give you the deck code after this. And I was going to give the deck code to, I just realized, to Nate as well, but I forgot. So, y'all can get it after this game. Do you darkness my 3/3? Unspeakable Horror. Oh, this one's going all in on the pings, huh? So they're going to have some extra value. Got it. I'd really like to Naturalist this round. I could Pokey Face. Ooh, actually what I'll do is I'll do this. And then I'll play Endless Devout, and then I'll try to Rite of the Arcane their Veigar. That's what I'll do. Gardahan, thank you also for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. How are you doing today? Nice. Artemis, thank you so much for the subscription. That's now the first ever. So, everybody, Artemis is my first ever sub on Twitch. Thank you, man. That means a lot to me. You don't even know. Sorry I don't have any custom emotes yet. I'm literally using the poverty Twitch emotes. I'm gonna get some soon. I just haven't had time yet. But hey, now I gotta actually hit up someone in your community to design some for me. Alright, so give me the scoop. How much did it take to design your pufferfish emotes? Thanks for the follow, Perhemency, and to... I got a follow just a second ago as well. And to Cardahan as well. Thanks to both of you.
what wondrous discoveries await.
Like $35 for 5? Okay. Cool. And yeah, that again, that just means so much to me, and I really appreciate it. I don't want to
Little booms are just as good as
undersell that. It's huge.
And I thought there was something good to see.
Ones I'm getting made right now are super high quality, but it's a bro deal. Gotcha. Sleeper day. Thanks for the sub as well. Oh my god. Look at that. We have a literal hype train happening right now. This is crazy. Thank you so much. And Parmalat. Oh my god. Oh man. Y'all are such bros. Bros and women of high report. Of high repute. There we go. Okay. What is my open? I'm sorry. I'm gonna... Oh man, that's so just... Thank you. So they block... They can't block either of these. I get in for 10. They block here and here. I get in for 12. Pokey isn't doing anything for me. 90% for the vag, 10% for you. Sleeper, you've been a big supporter of the channel, just chatting all the time, and also manifesting my success on the ladder, so I appreciate all you do here.
Why not?
Yeah, well, I came into the day like
Persistent.
super sleepy and kind of low energy, and this has really picked up my spirits. Thank you so much. Now, I do want to emphasize that like no one should feel like they have to subscribe. I'm not about that or anything, but I really appreciate that you felt like you could and you did. Thank you. All right. Anyway, what's next? Not anyway. I don't want to brush that off. Okay, so I could Pokey Stick. What could I draw to deal 1 to Veigar? Not much. But I could draw some things to deal more than one. I could draw Rite of the Arcane. Yeah, so to Artemis, Sleeper Day, and Parmalag as well. Parmalag is also a close friend from IRL. Thanks to all of you. That means a lot. Okay, let's draw... We can draw one more. Right? We have board space? Yeah, we'll draw one more. Try to pick up Rite of the Arcane. Okay. So now we're going for the Arsenal. Lurking for a bit for a meeting. Sounds good, Artemis. Enjoy your meeting. So their darkness, I think, still costs 3. Thankfully.
The elements bind the living and the dead.
I think let's kill this Veigar right now. Right? Actually, we don't have to yet. Let's stun first, prevent this lifesteal. We're okay if Veigar levels. I started looking for LOR streamers a couple weeks ago, and you've been my favorite so far. Hey, Prahamancy, thank you so much. That's really nice of you to say. You've been awesome. They got you baited. Maybe so. Maybe so. I also can set it up so I have mana to Rite of the Arcane and Arsenal next round. Rite of the Arcane to kill the Veigar. Stun the Sentinel. Okay. Into Arsenal. I don't really care if this dies that much. I mean, it's a blocker. But if they stress defense, that means the only other thing they can do is mini-morph, and I'm going pretty wide here. The more important thing is stunning this. Okay, we're looking good. Let's see if they can get another one. The Cloven Way, interesting. Okay. I don't think they can deal with this Arsenal. Let's roll some good keywords. Scout, Lifesteal, no Overwhelm. Do I have Quick Attack? I do have Quick Attack. But I think if I just take out this Cloven Way... Oh, and I have Spell Shield, that's important against the darkness. I think I might just take out the Cloven Way. If I do that, I swing in with this again. That's going to deal impact 1. Okay.
Life is cyclical. Darkness ends.
Here. If I want to, I can always challenge the lifesteal afterward. Alright, well played. And then... Okay. That's it. GG. We did it! Let's go! So... Alright. That game felt really good. I was able to push a lot of damage with those 4 drops. The, what are they called? No, not Dune Keepers. 4 mana 2/4s. What is that? I want to thank him personally, him or her. I'd like to personally thank my Desert Naturalist. She overperformed in her job this quarter, bringing the company revenues exceeding 20% beyond projections. Also, she's really good at breaking stone walls. So, Desert Naturalist stonks. Stonks indeed. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed those games with Ziggs Taliyah. Again, thanks to Wamu for the deck list. And we actually had a really positive win rate today with Ziggs Taliyah, albeit over a pretty small sample size of games. After taking a couple of early losses to Yordles and Arms, we managed to clean up the rest of the field and win until we stopped playing the deck, including wins against decks like Darkness, Scouts, and Pantheon Taric. So this deck definitely does have some game against top decks out there, but again, I encourage you to look at the Mastering Runeterra matchup table to get a realistic perspective over a high quantity of games on how you can expect this deck to do. Now, as far as my subjective experience with the deck, my subjective feelings, I feel like it actually gets going relatively quickly, especially in comparison to my earlier experience with Zilean Xerath at least a few months ago. Being able to copy that landmark with Taliyah came in clutch a lot of the time to be able to copy something like a sarcophagus from this Endless Devout, to copy a stun to prevent or lock out an opponent's really big attack. Sometimes you can even use Taliyah to copy something in an Ancient Hourglass and get 2 units back. That's a little bit of a niche usage. I think that's a fun combo that people like to overly focus on, and it works sometimes, but more often than not, you're going to copy one of these minefields, a sarcophagus, or like a preservarium. But every time we did that, even when you need to copy like a Roiling Sands, it's still fine. In this deck, yeah, it can tick that landmark counter up really quickly. So oftentimes by rounds like 5 or 6, my Taliyah and my Ziggs would both be online. I liked this build with Rite of the Arcane. I know some builds out there are not playing Rite of the Arcane, which I don't personally understand. Being able to be flexible, to be able to blow up your landmarks in a lot of different ways, not just with Unleashed Energy and Desert Naturalist, but also with Rite of the Arcane, really helps us control the board. It can be a strong offensive play sometimes to like blow up a Hexplosive Minefield to kill a unit and stun a unit. All of a sudden you have dealt with 2 blockers in a single action. And yeah, those sarcophagus, the units that came out of the sarcophagi, I don't know, the restored Devouts were really strong in my experience. And the other thing I would say is this deck actually has such a strong mid-game that I don't know how important the arsenal is. Weirdly enough, from that small section of games I played, I would probably sooner drop the arsenal than Herald of the Magus. Herald of the Magus came in clutch a few times. Those stat buffs and the Overwhelm are valuable on both of our champions, Ziggs and Taliyah, but the arsenal sometimes felt a little bit redundant, and I felt like with 3 Ziggs and with 3 Taliyah, we had enough win conditions already. Now again, this was a pretty small sample size of games, so that might not be true over more time, but it's just something I want to clue you into. So if I were to drop those arsenals, I might consider playing some Wastewalkers. Wastewalker is just a little rough in this deck because you're already playing so many 3-drops between 3 Endless Devout and Ziggs, plus you sometimes want to be spending 3 mana on like Unraveled Earth or Rite of the Arcane or something, so it's kind of hard to fit Wastewalker in here. So that's a little bit challenging. Yeah. So I guess that's kind of my feelings on the deck. It felt really strong, again, in this small sample size, and I think that anyone who tries it will enjoy it as well. With that said, that'll do it for the video. Again, I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to watch more of my videos, go ahead and leave a like here and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Also, you can visit me at twitch.tv/Royce Gaming to see me play some games live and participate in Twitch chat. Give me a hard time if you feel like I made the wrong play, because I often do. All right, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Later.